King of Logic, back at it. Y'all do me a favor, hit that like on the way in. So on this video, I am going to go over a few things that I have seen with the rapper Doja Cat. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know who she is. If you don't, Doja Cat is a biracial 27-year-old, I believe. And she is from that LA area. And I think she has a black African father and a white Jewish mother. And she's been in the game for a few years now, but she got her start a few years ago. She did this song called Moo, and it went viral where she was dressed up like a cow. And it was a very playful song. As you can see in the picture, she got like French fries on her nose. She was just very playful, just having a good time. I don't know if she felt like the song was gonna blow up, but she's a pretty girl. She's a naturally pretty girl. Nice curvy body. I find her very attractive. I like women that's built like her. But over the past, I would say, year or so, she's been seen dressed very, very weird. She has just appeared to go over into the dark side. And what's going on, if you guys are familiar with the entertainment industry and the dark side of the industry, you are aware that artists have to sell their souls to make it to the top. Some people like to throw around the term Illuminati a lot, and to be honest with you, the Illuminati, it is a real thing, but I don't think that the artists themselves are part of the Illuminati, but they are connected to them. They are controlled by them. The entertainment industry is controlled by the Illuminati, the elites, whatever you want to call them. I mean, you don't have to necessarily use the term Illuminati, but if you know anything about the dark side of the industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, go do your research. But in order for people to make it to the top in the industry, if they are not independent, that's why so few independent artists make it. I believe that's why they took out Nipsey Hussle, but that's another conversation for another video. He was getting too much money and too much power in LA, and LA is the epicenter for all this satanic shit that goes on in the industry. That's why they call it Holly Weird. But you can look at some of these artists over the years and how they transition once they sell out. They don't come at you right away. Now, some of them, they'll get you right away, but most of the artists that's talented, they come into the game, they get with a record label, they get agents or what they call handlers, and they kind of groom them and start preparing them to cross over. And what Doja is going through right now, she's going through this humiliation phase. Every artist goes through their own sort of, I guess you could say, initiation process. Some artists do what's called blood sacrifices, where they actually have to give up somebody, literally, like somebody close to them has to die in order for them to ascend to the next level. Some people say that Diddy sacrificed Biggie. I'm not gonna go into all the different artists that have done blood sacrifices allegedly, but they never found Biggie's killer. They never found Tupac's killer. I don't know if Tupac was sacrificed or not, but he may have been. Some people say Tupac was killed for breaking the oath because he told too many secrets. And that's a real thing too. Once you cross over and sell your soul, you're not allowed to run your mouth because they are very big on secrecy. But they like to put symbols in our faces. They like to kind of show you little glimpse of what they're doing. They do the eye thing where they cover one eye up. This group of people is very big into perverted acts, sexual perversion. They're into homosexuality. They're into pedophilia. They're into a lot of satanic stuff. When you worship the devil, nothing is off limits. So I just want to let y'all see how Doja Cat has transitioned. You see how pretty and innocent and normal she looked in these earlier photos and that video that I was just showing. She looked very beautiful. I will never call a woman ugly who is not ugly. To me, she looks very ugly now, and she doesn't look happy. She doesn't look innocent. And what they like to do is they like to steal your innocence from you. Satan likes to pervert things that God made. Anything that was once beautiful, Satan tries to turn it ugly. And that's what the industry and he himself have done to Doja Cat. Just look at how she looks now. This is not no music video she was shooting. These aren't photos of her just trying out different outfits. This is a dark look symbolizing that she is crossing over. And you mark my word, after her initiation phase is over, she's eventually going to go back to a more feminine, girly look. She's not going to look like this forever. This is not her new permanent look, but this is part of the process. Now look at this photo right here, how she's in a room full of people all dressed normal, but she's the only one with this goofy red, full red outfit on. The Illuminati, elite, whatever you want to call them, they love red. They love black. Those are two of their favorite colors. But you see her with a lot of white men. Doja Cat, even though she's biracial, she gravitates towards white males for whatever reason. That's her business. I don't really care about that. But these guys serve as what's called her handlers. She might be dating one of them. I don't know. But you look at how weird some of these guys look. They're part of it too. Like I said, you don't get that far in Hollywood without crossing over. And then on these next few photos, you can see her doing the eye ritual where they cover up one eye that represents the all-seeing eye, the eye of providence. It has a couple of nicknames, but this is a major symbolic gesture that they do. They love symbolism. A lot of your favorite superstars have done it, and that's their way of saying that I belong, that I've crossed over, that I'm part of it. There's Katy Perry doing it. She's been part of it for years. She's a superstar. She ain't really did nothing lately musically, but Drizzy Drake, he's been down. Drake did not get to the level he's at without crossing over. He's never done any rituals where he put on a dress or anything perverted like that. At least not where we've seen, but he's lost people that's close to him. I wonder how that happened. Lady Gaga, basketball players, athletes are in on it too. That's James Harden. That's y'all girl B, Miss Queen B, Beyonce Knowles. Jay-Z got her in. He initiated her. Riri, Rihanna. I mean, that's just some of them. There's so many more of them that's done it, that's involved. And you can just see the transition. And they'll never come out and talk about it unless they're ready to be alienated, outcasted, or have their life taken from them. That's why so few of them speak up, because they know that there are serious consequences to speaking out. And some of these artists just randomly end up dead. Oh, it was a drug overdose. Oh, they died in a car crash. Oh, somebody just shot them because they was robbing them. I mean, they always come up with a story as to how these people randomly die that they feel betrayed them or some way, somehow expose them in a negative way. So not to make this video too long, I just got a couple more. I mean, what's going on is clearly obvious. They made her shave her head off, cut her eyebrows off. She just looks very unhappy. She looks very, very dark, and that's what they want. They do this because it's a humiliation ritual. Like I said, it's designed to break the artist down and put them through this to let them know that, hey, this is what you got to do to become part of us. And once she gets through it, she can, kind of go back to doing her own thing. But she's still going to occasionally have to throw up her little symbols, cover her eye up, do the eye symbol. They always want you to show that you're down occasionally. You gotta throw up your little pyramid or whatever they want you to do. They do all kind of weird stuff. But just, to cap it all off, you see how she looked before. You see how pretty she was. You see how happy she looked and how her energy was just, positive. And now it's dark. And that's just part of what happens when you do that. So she sold her soul. They own her now. And this is nothing new. She's just one of the latest ones to cross over. A lot of your favorite artists have done this. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all watching. I just saw a couple photos pop up of Doja Cat. in my timeline, and I said, hey, she looks really, really different and really, really weird. I wonder what's going on. And I went on her Instagram, and boom, there you go. And it's crazy because it was a lot of people commenting on her Instagram about Illuminati this and symbolism that, and her comment section is turned off. So people know what's going on, and some of her fans, of course, are going to defend her. I'm not necessarily a Doja Cat fan. I'm not a hater either. I like a couple of her songs. I think she's very talented, but some of her fans are going to defend this till they're blue in the face. It doesn't matter if she was seen giving Satan himself a blowjob. They're still going to defend it because that's their girl. And that's just what idolatry does. It makes you worship people when they shouldn't be worshipped at all. But that's their business. They can worship Doja Cat all they want. All I'm doing is exposing what's happened. Appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe on the way out. Peace.